Real estate coaches do not tell you this. Having no boundaries is not a sign of dedication to your business. It's actually a sign of business that is running you instead of a business that you are running. And the agents who don't have boundaries don't win more deals. They actually burn out and take on the wrong clients, and they slowly start to resent the career that they worked so hard to build. And today we're talking about how to set those boundaries in real estate and how to do it without losing the clients who matter. And if this one hits home, share it with an agent you know who's stretched too thin right now, because this conversation matters. And if you want to work through your own business standards one-on-one, my link's in the description below. I provide coaching and I provide a free one-on-one session to help you transform your business and take control and set your boundaries. Real estate is a relationship business, and in relationship businesses, saying no can feel dangerous. It feels like you might lose the client or miss the deal or get a bad review. And so agents say yes to everything. They respond to texts at 10 p.m. They show homes on Sundays when they promised their family that they were off working. They take clients who were difficult or unqualified because they're afraid to turn the business away. And what happens over time is they get burned out, they start to resent their clients, they stop showing up as their best selves, and ironically, the quality of their work declines. And boundaries are not being less available, they're about being sustainably available. The version of you with healthy boundaries serves your clients way better than the version of you that's running on empty because you're saying yes to everything. I want to share something that was a real turning point for me. I had my worst client in my career. I took it on. All the red flags were there. I should not have taken on this listing, but I did. And what it turned into was a nightmare. It ended up being a 7-month escrow, and it was awful. I said yes to it because I didn't want to turn down the business. I wanted to leverage the listing. It seemed like it was going to be a slam dunk transaction. It was a great property that was going to have a lot of attention and interest on it. And what it did instead was burn me out, and I should have let the client go. But instead, I was scared. I was scared of a bad review. I was scared of not getting the job done and having that reputation. And so I said yes, and I fought through it, and I got it done. But it came with my mental health, my time, my energy, and then it affected my transactions over the next couple months because I was resentful of my business, of my clients, and I had just come through that transaction, which completely drained me, and it closed 2 days before Christmas. And then on Christmas Day, I had a client ask me to go show a home on Christmas Day. In that moment, even after a year where I had done well financially, it was one of my best years, I had genuinely had to ask myself whether this business was still for me. I felt like people were taking advantage of me. I feel like people did not care about me or my family. And what I realized was that the problem was not real estate. The problem wasn't my clients. The problem was that I had no standards for who I took on and no boundaries for how I worked. I was available to everyone all the time at any cost. So I had to look to myself and figure out ways to set boundaries and take control of my business. And that week, I made some of the clearest decisions of my career. I fired those clients, I reset my working hours, and I stopped chasing every lead and started curating the business that I actually wanted. Since then, I've scaled year after year, and I'm the most successful and happiest I've ever been. Boundaries did not cost me my business, they saved it. So the first thing you need to do is define your working hours. Start here and decide what your working hours are. Write them down, put them in your Google My Business. This obviously doesn't mean that you're unreachable if there's an emergency, but it means that you're not responding to non-urgent texts at 10 or 11 p.m. just because your phone buzzed. It means you have a start time and an end time, and you protect it. And real clients understand this. The clients who do not respect your time are the clients who are going to drain your energy and produce the least referrals, and you lose nothing by having standards. And the other boundary you need to set is setting communication expectations up front. So have a brief conversation with every client at the beginning of the relationship and tell them how you communicate, how quickly you'll typically respond, and what the best way to reach you is. So you can say, hey, I'm very responsive during business hours between this time and this time. Outside of those hours, I do my best to respond to anything urgent, but I want you to know what to expect with me so that there are no surprises later. And that conversation takes 2 minutes, and eliminates 90% of the frustration that comes from mismatched expectations down the road. And boundary 3 is knowing which clients are the right fit for you and your business, because not every client should be your client. And the faster that you accept that, the better your business gets. When you take on a client who's not a good fit, who doesn't respect your expertise, who communicates poorly and unrealistic about the market, you're not just adding stress, you're taking time and energy away from the clients who deserve your best. So give yourself permission to be selective. You're the professional. You have the right to work with people who value what you bring. And it's not arrogance. This is true good business. This is controlling your business, controlling your output, and you also need to be protecting your personal time like a business asset. So your rest, your relationships, your family, your mental health, those are not luxuries. Those are the foundation that your business is built on, because a burnt out agent doesn't negotiate well. They don't show up confidently, and it doesn't build strong client relationships. So your personal time is a business asset. Protect it accordingly, schedule it and honor it, and don't apologize for it. If you're thinking, what if I lose business by having boundaries? Here's the truth. You lose some of the wrong business and you make room for the right business by having these boundaries in place. The clients who respect your boundaries are the clients who will trust you, refer you, and create the kind of career that you really want. The clients who don't respect it, they were never going to be good long-term clients anyways. Standards attract the right people every time. Boundaries don't cost you clients. The right ones will stay. Define your hours, set your expectations up front, be selective about who you take on, and protect your personal time. That's how you build a business that's sustainable and a career that you love long term. And if you feel like you're being stretched thin right now and you want to talk through and restructure your business around your standards that actually work for you, or you feel like you've hit an income plateau, book a free call on my Calendly link below, provide free one-on-one coaching, or DM me at PK Residential on Instagram or Facebook, and let's take control of your business.